What is up, peeps? This is ForTheWinTCG, and let's welcome you back to another YouTube video. And today we're going to be doing Nidoqueen. We're going to be revisiting it with Triple Acceleration Energy, or I'm going to call it TCE as per usual. This deck is kind of cool. I mean, Nidoqueen is very powerful. If you haven't seen my previous video on it, you should. I showcased exactly how powerful it can be and how great it is on its own. So I thought it would be great to kind of show it off, upgrade it with TCE or TAE, whichever is your preference, and seeing how it works with that upgrade. And is it anything that we should take very seriously or not? And giving it a test run, it works pretty well. Starting the Vulpix is definitely a must-have here, which is kind of cool. And we do have, I actually have brought some, my previous build didn't have any Lele's, but I've thrown in Lele's for turn 1 Elm's Lecture, which seems to be very critical in this deck because you want to get your bench out as quickly as possible so you can evolve as quickly as possible, and therefore you can do as much damage as possible, right? That's the idea, at least. Also, before I continue, sorry for the background being dark again. I know some of you mentioned some things like it looks like someone's going to come behind you, which I hope doesn't happen. But basically, my light bulb went out a little bit earlier. It was too late to go and get another one, so I kind of just have to roll with it as it is, unfortunately. Doesn't really work that I'm wearing a black jumper as well. I mean, I'm kind of just blending in right now, which is kind of funny, but so be it, right? Oh, what is this? Ampharos. I have not seen this deck in quite some time, actually. I will be perfectly honest. It is a fun deck, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it's interesting. Our hand is looking kind of bad. I mean, so long as we get a Ditto and a Nidoran down, we should be good. Should be good. We should be good to go, right? Terrible, absolutely terrible. Okay, let's just freshen the hand out here and see what we get. Wow, that is a yikes from. Wow. Okay. I am just absolutely astounded by this. This is bad in every way, shape, or form. What is going on here? Okay. We're going to have to just take another turn here and go for a more traditional route. And we might have to just Vulpix for our basic Pokemon. That is so bad. Wow. The odds of that happening in this deck are so slim. It is just stupid. But here we are having to pretty much, assumably, or is that even the word, lose a Pokemon here. So go down a prize just because of that botch of a turn. That is such a bad turn. Regardless, here we are. So it's awkward because we can't even really utilize these Vulpixes yet. The reason I got a Vulpix, by the way, instead of something like a Nidoran, is that if this Vulpix goes down, then we can't use our Ninetales to guarantee the a more consistent setup is what I wanted to say. So there we go, Impact Bolt taking that down. So this is exactly why I got a Vulpix, because we can beacon, throw the Ditto down and use that as a, I guess, a discount. Vulpix. Okay, much better. Much better. I like that. Let's beacon for... We can actually just get Nidoran. And we have got the rare candy already. But I guess it's a good idea just to get this out, right? Is that the right thing to do? I think so. Oh, the Malamar might be better, though. Because we do have a guaranteed... Oh, we do have the guaranteed attack as well next turn. So let's... How about we kind of stick with our guns here. I was really thinking of getting... a Malamar? Oh, we had one anyway. Well, that was kind of pointless. But I was thinking of getting a Malamar because I was thinking we may not be able to charge up here on the next turn, or at least guarantee that we're going to be getting an attack off. But it seems as though we're fine with them having Viridian Forest in play because we can guarantee that we're going to get an energy next turn, which is good. So that kind of defeats that concern. Plus, we can get switch off of the... oh, they're going to go for the good old... Aha, the sleep one. Okay. Oh, I feel so sorry for you, buddy. He just ain't got it like that, man. He just ain't got it. All right. So be it, my man. So be it. Well, we can go for a switch play or something here. I mean, we can actually get a Ultra Ball and Guzma, which is I kind of like. So I don't mind getting an Ultra Ball here and maybe a Choice Band. Bit greedy, not going to lie. But I kind of want to just take out something or at least attack into something this turn. Let's get rid of Elm and Malamar. We have one more Malamar in deck, so that's fine. Let's get Lele, and I think we're going to Guzma for the... Now I'm contemplating the Ampharos or the 150 Choice Band. That's 160. Actually, no. Bench Pokemon evolved. That would be 130, 140. So we're not actually KOing anything just yet. But can I Queen's Call for anything that can evolve? No, because obviously I can't Queen's Call for the Ninetales. I think what I do is I Queen's Call for an Inkay, at the very least. Let's do that. And then let's go for the Guzma. And just hit in. I think it might as well just go for the Ampharos for the time being. That's probably what I'm thinking. I think that's the move. Yeah, let's do that. And it's going to be weird. I'm going to attach a TCE here. Or Triple Colorless Energy. Triple Acceleration Energy. Because I don't want to discard any of these cards. They're too valuable. I don't want to double attach DCE here. I'd rather use this up and just get rid of it. And next turn, after we Lily, be able to get Psychic Energy onto it. If it does stay alive. That's what I'm thinking anyway. But regardless, the issue with Lele here is it does nullify our effective damage output. Because, well... Lele is going to be there for the rest of the game unless it gets KO'd, which we don't want. So that is now, we are limited to doing 210, 240 with our bench, but that still is it's the damage cap we need to achieve anyway. So it kind of works out in our favor. Now all I need is an Electro Power here to go for Impact Bolt for knockout, which is a bit scary, but that is achievable. Yeah, that's definitely worrying. But they do need that Electro Power. Otherwise, they're going to be using Impact Bolt for 10 damage short. Yeah, there we go. So we did survive the turn, and that's really critical. So I'm really happy about that. Right, let's Lily for 4 and see what we pull. Good stuff. Good stuff. And we didn't really need to Ultra Ball away anything just yet. We can get the Malamar out, which is great news. I think awkwardly enough we have to attach this DCE to the active just to be able to get the KO this turn, but we can go and do this, so we can use DCE further on down the line, right? Yeah. So that's cool. We are doing enough damage here, so that's 5, 10, yeah, 50. Yeah, we're definitely doing enough damage to KO this thing, so we don't need to get the... I might as well Queen's Call to thin the deck, right? Might as well. Let's just get another Nidoqueen out. Yeah, let's just do that for the time being. Just to thin the deck down. And go for Power Lariats. There we are. So we are one-shotting this Ampharos. Pretty dope. 190 damage. Good stuff. And I think it's almost going to be smooth sailing from here on out, considering their board setup is pretty weak. They do need... We do need to botch this somehow. I don't think we have... any other state. I think we only play the one forest because we don't really need Psychic Energy so much in this deck. But man, that's going to be a nuisance because they are just single energy attackers right now. Pretty much for the rest of the game. So that is a concern, which means we need to kind of keep up our level of consistency to a high degree. Now, why are you going to Electro Power there? Oh, I guess that's why. So they can just guarantee the recovery. That makes sense, right? Okay, that makes some sort of sense. Maybe I spoke a bit too soon. With that said, we do need to just do a ton of damage on this thing. So we're going to Ultra Ball away the Guzma and the Lecture. I should have Ultra Ball and the Lecture, not the Guzma. Oh well, so be it. Let's get this Ninetales out just purely for damage output. Might as well get a Choice Band out, right? and a switch. Let's do that and go for another big hit. 490. Let's Queen's Call for probably a Nidoran. Let's do that. Sweet. And yeah, go in. 190 damage, if I'm correct. So we are coming to a pretty good conclusion here. Although I am still quite concerned with the good old running out of resources. That's something I'm worried about, I'll be honest with you. But I think we're going to be alright, if I'll be honest. But then being able to impact Bolt for 1 energy for the whole game, considering we have no real stadium counter, is just so crazy. They could even go for the Plasma Fist right now if they really feel like it. So that's just insane. Regardless, we are in a bit of a sticky spot now. Because we need some energy to work with here. Like, for real we do. I might have to Lele and get a draw supporter so we can hit a triple colorless energy, because we need to attack this turn for certain. Like, we need to. It's concerning because here we are going to be having no Pokemon on the bench that could really do anything of great value next turn, which is quite scary, if I'm going to be honest. We do find the triple acceleration. That's good news. Might as well accelerate to the Lele, because it seems like this is just going to be our next attacker. Maybe contemplate playing, I was going to say Rainbow Energy, but that wouldn't work. With Malamar. Let's get the Inkay out to thin the deck. Now, we are definitely getting the KO, which is good news. But we are going to have another turn here where obviously they're going to KO us, and we're just going to have to sit here and take a blow. Which might have to be on the Malamar, just so that we don't take too much of a blow. Although we are still hitting a raw 160, which is 190 choice band. We still have a choice band in deck. So we can actually just get the KO if we play our cards right. But yeah, it's a bit of a yikes, man. It is a bit of a yikes. That Thunder Mountain doing so much work. It's just crazy. But man, this is definitely tough. I think a Rescue Stretcher definitely wouldn't go amiss in this deck, if I'm going to be honest. 110% wouldn't go amiss. Oh, okay. They can't use Plasma Fist next turn unless they got a retreat switch. We might as well just risk it for a biscuit here. And actually, I think the better play here is just a Guzma. Didn't really see that first thing, but well, if we Guzma, then we invite them to just KO us for game on a Lele plus Electro Power. So that won't really work. Now that I think about it, that's a tough one. We kind of just have to hope that they don't got it, man. That's kind of the hope we got. Do we have any? I think we have red candies left to work with. So if we get some red candy in hand, that'd be good. That's a good hand. Right, we just have to hope that they ain't got it. Because they do need to retreat switch to be able to attack again with Plasma Fist. Oh no, just attack in general. Or go for an Impact Bolt. Which, of course, they're going to Impact Bolt. And they probably got the Electro Power to get the KO as well. That's probably going to be the guess, right? Yeah, there we go. All right, well played, buddy. I'm just going to go on, do your thing. Go on, I was going to concede because I didn't know if they're going to BM, but that's a bit of a shame. Looks like this deck still can't really hold up. I think maybe a Rescue Stretcher, as I said, would be a good shout in this deck. But nonetheless, I would say try it out for yourself and see if there's anything you could do with this deck to really... Did I just clone it? Yeah, I did. Anything you could do with this deck to really make it function. I thought it would just be really fun to mess around with it with TCE or TAE. TAE. I just can't get used to it. Anyway, with that said, do leave a like if you did enjoy, and of course do subscribe for more. By the way, I will get back to the comments on all the recent videos. I know I've been slacking on that one, but don't worry, I will get to them pretty much tonight. But yeah, with that said, please do take care, and yeah, until tomorrow, peace.